this is Natalie, and we're gonna go ahead and get her ready for a gala that she has to attend. Look at how much hair this girl has. So much hair. We're going to brush it out. And I'm gonna go in with Treseme's Thermal Creations heat protectant and spray it all over the hair. And then I'm gonna go in with a brush and brush that product into her hair. We're gonna go ahead and split that bottom portion out and clip that top part back. I'm gonna go in with this hairspray from Tresemme, which is a light hold hairspray. It's level 3, I believe. And then brush it all into the hair too. And I'm gonna go in with this curling iron, and the hair that is on the sides of her face, I'm going to go ahead and curl away from the face. And I hold it about 10 seconds or so and then release it. Ooh, selfie! And then I'm gonna go ahead and take it and roll it in my hand and pin it into a pin curl. And then it'll just let it cool. Ooh, had to boost her up because so that you guys could see better. So I'm just going ahead and curling the rest of her head the same way. Releasing it after 10 seconds or so, and then taking it in my hand and rolling it up and then pinning it. And then when we get again into the hairs on the sides of her face, I'm making sure that all those hairs are curled away from the face. We'll go ahead and curl all of her head this way, and we'll just, fast forward through most of this. You guys kind of get the gist of how I'm doing her hair, styling her hair. Then we'll go ahead and move on to the next section, and we're going to do the same thing. Spray that section with some light hold hairspray and brush it through. And then I'm taking the curling iron, and like I said before, all the hairs on the sides of her face, I'm making sure that those specifically are curled away from the face. Then here I'm going ahead and just parting her hair in the front to where I want the part to be. And just curling all these hairs here on the front of her head. I'm making sure that everything I'm curling away from the face. And then pinning it up into the pin curls. Ooh, look at her eating her spaghetti. Always hungry. Always eating. And here we are pretty much done curling her whole hair and pinning it up. This is how it looks for now. And we'll move on to the makeup. So I'm going in here with my NYX primer, and I'm putting it all over the face. This is our base to set her up for her foundation that we're gonna do. For her, I went ahead and mixed 2 different foundations and just buffed it all over the skin and down her neck and down her chest because of the dress she's wearing, so it's showing a little bit of her chest. And then I'm going in with my step 1 eye primer from Coastal Scents. I absolutely love this eye primer. It's really, really good, and I feel like it compares a lot to the Urban Decay primer potion. Really, really like it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the 35C palette from Morphe Brushes. This is the palette I'm gonna use for the whole look. And in that crease, I'm taking in that brown kind of mustard color, and then just buffing it in from outer corner to inner corner in her crease, and it'll serve as our blending shade for later. And now I'm going in with that white color, and I'm putting it in the inner third of her eyes. And this will also brighten up her eyes a lot too, that white color. And now I'm taking a blending brush and just blending out any harsh lines. Then I'm taking this beautiful, it's kind of like a pink peachy color, and I'm putting it in the center of her eyelids, and then making sure that that color is blended towards that white that we placed in the inner third of the eye. I'm taking this like light brown color that kind of has like a little bit of like an orange undertone to it, and I'm taking it in the outer corner and then just blending it up towards the crease. And the reason why I use this color is because it's going to help me blend out better these two colors that I'm about to use right now, to go ahead and darken up that outer corner. And I'm starting out very lightly and then building up the color. So I start out very lightly and then just place it on the outer corner and blend it up towards the crease and in towards that peach pink color that's in the center of her eyelid. And I do that in like buffing circular motions and windshield wiper motions when I get up to the crease. Then here I'm just taking that white color that we used in the inner third of her eyes, and I'm going to use it just to lightly highlight her brow bone. Then I'm going in with this bronzer from Pixi in Subtly Suntouched on an angled blush brush. And I'm just taking it on the sides of her cheeks and lightly contouring her face. And I'm also going ahead and take that bronzer and run it down her jawline and down her neck too, just so that everything looks nice, even, and blended. Also take the bronzer and I'm gonna go ahead and run it on the sides of her temples and up around on her forehead and her hairline, just lightly. And then over that, I'm going to take this bronzer from Physicians Formula, which I'm actually not sure what it's called. Let me see if I can find it. It's the Healthy Glow bronzer from Physicians Formula, and I'm just going ahead and intensifying a little bit of that light contour that I did on her cheeks, and also running it down her neck just to give a better glow. And I'm using that taupe color from, that brown taupe color from the Morphe Brushes palette, the same palette that I used on her eyes. And I'm going ahead and just running it down the sides of her nose just to lightly contour her nose a little bit, and just blending that out with a blending brush. And also I use a little bit on the tip of her nose and blending it out. Stretch! Then I'm going to go ahead and go in with those two brown colors on the upper corner of the Morphe palette. Upper right corner of the Morphe palette. And bring them down to the lower lash line, and these are the two colors that I use to intensify that outer corner of her eyes. Then I'm taking a blending brush and just blending out, smoking out that lower lash line, making sure that there aren't any harsh lines. Then I'm taking that taupe brown color from the Morphe palette and just intensifying a little bit more those outer corners and making sure that there aren't any harsh lines and blending everything out. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take that white color and bring it down to her inner corners of the eyes and in the inner third of the lower lash line to blend in towards those brown colors on the lower lash line. Then I'm taking that black eyeshadow and I'm using it to go ahead and line her eyes. And then when I get to that outer corner, I just go ahead and flick the brush upward just to create a very subtle wing. Now I'm taking this black eyeliner from Starlooks and aligning her waterline and also tightlining that upper waterline too. Then I'm going to go ahead and go in with this concealer from NYX in the color Fair. And I'm going to go ahead and do that triangular shape under her eyes. And this will also clean up any little subtle fallouts that we had when we did her eye makeup. And it will also give her a light subtle highlight. And I'm just going ahead and just buffing that into the skin in tapping motions. And I'm taking some of that extra that was left on the brush and just putting it on her on the center of her forehead and then a little bit on the chin. And then right away I'm setting that with the setting powder from NYX, which is actually a translucent powder. And I'm going in with my favorite blush right now from Motives Cosmetics in the color Naughty. I am absolutely in love with this blush. I love it. It's amazing. Like I said before in a previous video, it compares so much to NARS Orgasm. Then I'm going to go ahead and mascara her lashes, going in with the Miss Manga mascara and coating her upper lashes, and also we'll go ahead and coat her lower lashes. And over that mascara, I'm going to go ahead and take my mascara from Rimmel, which is the Lash Accelerator mascara, and just coat that just to go ahead and make them a little bit more dark and more black. Then we'll go ahead and let out her hair just so that we can go ahead and style it. And then once I let down the hair, we'll go back and finish up her lips. Now back to the lips. We're gonna go ahead and line her lips with this lip liner from Ulta, and it's in the color Bloom. And over that lip liner, I'm gonna go in with another lip liner and that will be the 6-Hour Infallible lip liner from L'Oreal in the color Mauve. A very, very, very pretty combination. Ooh, check you out, Natalie. Put on your earrings, girl. Then I'm gonna go in with this Coastal Scent Smacks lip gloss in the color Let's Go. Now I'm gonna put it over her lips just to give a little bit of a sheen and shine to the lips. And here is a closer look to the finished look. She has very, very beautiful long lashes. Eyelashes for days. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed the look. Bye-bye.